Hey, I'm Tony K. Welcome to Transformation School, and I'm going to be wrapping up a quadrilogy of Doctor Wu add-on accessories that I'd started with the Transformers Prime First Edition Voyager Class Optimus with Doctor Wu's Sage replacement face, giving him a humanoid face, and then I had the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Wheeljack with the Thunderclap upgrade set, including a humanoid face, blasters, 2 die-cast swords, and a grenade. And then my last video, which was a Doctor Wu upgrade face for the Masterpiece Wheeljack, giving him a translucent blue ears, or mouth, or whatever that part of his anatomy is. And now with the Age of Extinction Voyager Class Hound, we have this chest armor gear that'll give his chest a movie accurate look, because he was a very rotund Transformer, but this Transformer is very chesty and top heavy. And this is how the set arrived from the company that sold it to me. And got a little folded paper in here. Looks like instructions. Belt, 2 side straps, support structure, mesh, thing of bullets, a couple grenades, or smoke bombs or flash bombs or something. Not sure what that is or those things. So, the first step shows sliding these pieces. Well, I can tell you right away, these instructions are not showing all of the steps. So, I'm going to undo the work that I did, but will not show you. And I'll take this section with the pouches. And I will slide one on each end with the flat side facing away from me, and this focus. And this section facing towards me. Do one over here. And now I'm going to connect both ends of this belt with this piece. Fit one end through, and then fit the other end through, and it's wide enough for both ends. Almost. Well, this sure does take some effort. It's like this side is a little too snug. If I rotate that. Snug side, snug side. Alright, moving on. So that was steps 1 and 2 and 3. Step 4 is to take one of these. It doesn't tell me which one goes where. I guess it doesn't matter. I've got this wide side and this narrow side, but they both have the same size peg. Must not matter. I'll put this shoulder strap through this bracket and over here. Now goes from step 4 to step 5, attaching the grenades. So it's missing the attachment of this piece. Looks like we'll need to attach this to all of the little pegs back here on the back. Yeah. And then looks like this, pegs with the flat side against the belt, one in the middle. These are very soft rubber, so you can spread them apart to peg that in. Now I've got a long slot, or a long tab and a longer slot to squeeze that into. Frustrating, all of these came undone. And it's also missing this step. This thing is all coming undone. Wow. Another frustrating add-on from Dr. Wu. Jeez. Those guys aren't winning any awards with me. So it looks like these pegs are merely to keep that from going too tight. This is really bulging out there. I think I need to spread it open. And that's better. And the diagram shows attaching the grenades through the mesh. It shows the bullets on the skinny strap. I only see one little flashbang grenade, smoke grenade, whatever that might be. Let's hunt down the other one. Here we go. It shows those pegging on the strap with the more detailed end pointing towards his face. And then it's up to us to attach it. I'm going to take this knife off. I think that'll help. I will pull this strap out and this one and separate these two. This isn't an action figure, this is a dress-up doll. Sliding these two together again, like we did earlier. We'll figure out how much to tighten that after we try feeding these shoulder straps through. Perhaps I should have waited until after this to attach all those little pieces. Where was I? I was running, got a low battery notice. So we're plugged in. Cinching this together is not going to be horribly easy. Well, I must say this has been an interesting experience, but I think they could have designed a better accessory using hard plastic that would just sort of clip on this way. It wouldn't take so much finagling. So I had these pegs here. What's up with my light? So I thought maybe this peg from the strap pegged into a hole like that, but that just doesn't look like it'll happen. Try to center this thing a little bit more. It's like I'm never going to want to take this thing off again. Although I do want to show you how to transform this figure. this pegged in up here. Gotta adjust this strap a little. These guns fall off all the time. Well, these don't fit on here very well. Do they even go there? Yeah, they go there. These shotguns are supposed to be up here. I must have left his shotguns in the other room. And all the weapons on this thing are such a pain. Okay, not all of them. These two are pretty easy. The knife isn't great, the shotguns are really bad. And these things aren't very good either. Can peg these up here, I think, but that was awful. And this rubber thing is kind of awful. This will be a definite shelf warmer. But we've come this far. So let's wrap up with transformation from robot to vehicle mode. If you only came for the Dr. Wu review, then you are free to go. I'll do this strap. And we'll see if I can slide this off. Take this knife off. Let that gun fall off. Now, I'm pretty sure these can stay here. The ankle pistols. So let's leave them there and see how far we get in the transformation. We're going to rotate the feet around to the side and peg the legs together. We're going to open the chest and fold out one more piece. We're going to bring the head up. We're going to move the arms out of the way and bring the sides down. Open these wheels up. Hear that ratcheting. Bring the head underneath. And it feels like it's wedged in there now. I don't like that one bit. I think if I pop these wheels out, no, that didn't free it up at all. I'm going to bring that head back out now and figure out why it's all wedged. It doesn't turn around. I guess that's all we get from it. Okay. Straighten the legs back out. I'm going to rotate the arm to the length of the legs and then rotate at the bicep, lining up these panels. The waist is going to rotate which way? Something's got to give here. There's a pin running through another place at the top of the waist. Okay, there's a hinge back here. We bring the legs down, bring the arm in, and line all these panels together and tab them together. Come over to the other arm, lengthen it, rotate at the bicep, tab the panels together. Fold the arm in to the side of the truck. I'm going to lift this hand over this foot section. A couple of tabs here. Get a tab in a slot back here. And everything folds together. Ta-da! And then there's slots on the side, and pegs and tabs for all of his various weapons to tab into. I just find the whole thing incredibly annoying, and I usually leave the weapons off to the side on my collector shelf. See, these pistols are still underneath, although this one came free. I wonder if something changed in the transformation that prevents this from fitting in there. No, there it goes. So, can those stay in? Yeah, they'll clear the wheel. Tab together. Not sure where this peg goes. There? Or down here? Doesn't go in very far down there. And doesn't quite clear the wheel very well. This gun has a tab that can go into any number of slots, where it usually pops back out. This 3-barrel blaster does a little transforming of its own. This back piece folds up. This bottom section and the handle pulled down at this place and this place, and then they rotate at the same location. And now on the driver's side, US driver's side I should say, not European or Asian driver's sides. There's a peg, a couple other tabs that the gun can tab into, and it's on the side of the vehicle. That's pretty good storage. But all these other things do not. And again, I left the two folding shotguns in the other room where they are going to stay. And now this thing has absolutely no place in vehicle mode. Although it does remind me of Dark of the Moon Megatron's cape, because Megatron's cape folded to become the tarp on the back of the semi. So yeah, this is a totally legit look for Hound. Yep, that's normal. That works. Robot in disguise. Anyway, now for transformation back to robot mode. We need to start freeing parts up. That's all we can do. Split the center in the back. Lift this top panel of the truck. This panel is connected to the foot, which is connected to these wheels. But this panel is connected to the back of the hand, along with these panels that are connected to the arm. So you need to lift up, or I suppose pull down on the leg. So pull down on the leg. And now on hinge over here, we're swinging the arm and shoulders out. Same over here. And now there's a double jointed piece here that will accordion up. And then let's get the head out from the bottom of the cab of the truck. And this accordions out and folds over. The roof of the truck folds in on itself to become the chest. The sides of the truck continue folding up. There's a section here that's slots over the side view mirrors of the truck. Same over on the other side. Now we'll bring the arm out at the shoulder, separating the side panels of the truck. We'll bring the arms down to face us. There is a double joint in the elbow that you can straighten to give his arms a little more dimension. And we'll rotate his feet down. His feet are not very stable. He doesn't have a lot of articulation there, so you can't get a lot of good balance. He's also top heavy, and after a year or two now of transforming this guy, his hips and upper thighs are a little loose. Now we need to reattach this Dr. Wu piece. Fortunately for my collection, I also have a 5-pack called Autobots United that has a more movie-accurate coloration, more movie-accurate colors for Hound and some of the other characters. Once I'm ready to review that set, could be years from now, but if and when I'm ready to review that set, we will see if the color of this Dr. Wu piece matches the darker green Autobots United Hound. It might be close enough that it'll look alright together, or it might look kind of awful. But in that case, I still have this Hound to wear this piece, and then the other Hound I can transform when I feel so inclined, because he doesn't have this annoying rubber vest. Oh, an important thing is to make sure these wheels are collapsed into his back. It seems like it should tab in more. I'm going to apply a little force on that side. Okay. This side should snap on over the side view mirrors. And now that I've got all 3 buckles connected, doesn't look like the front's falling apart too much, if at all. I need to place the front and then adjust the straps. Oh, this is so fiddly. I mentioned earlier, rather than using this soft rubber, if they would have just designed a single solid plastic piece, heck, something that could be 3D printed, with maybe the straps if they need it, that clip on somewhere. But the design they came up with is impractical and frustrating. So I think we're going to leave it at that. Straighten the grenade, reattach the bullets. Try to reattach these pistols, which may or may not fit very well, given that there's a new set of straps running along the side. And we'll fit this in here. Oh, and the knife, angle that down a little bit, can still peg on his chest. Although that does put the rubber at an awkward angle. Just slightly awkward. Put the knife in his hand. That'll work. And got to transform his gun back into place. I'm going to rotate on a hinge running through here. And then push this section up. And rotate this back piece out. And I like to peg this on his back with the handle. There we go. And that is it for Age of Extinction Voyager class Hound. And Masterpiece Wheeljack. Megatron with the rubbery piece. Voyager TFP Optimus. Deluxe TFP Wheeljack. And all of these Doctor Wu accessories. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.